Alright, something from China. Let's take a look. Some kind of Chinese kit. We love our Chinese kits. Let's get it out on a... sorry about the dishwasher or the clothes washer noise in the background. Let's see. Wow. Got a USB cable. No, not USB. Well, it's USB on this side and then a little coaxial cable on the other side. This is a stereo patch cable, an adapter. Another one of the FFT boards. I think this one is multicolored, yeah, different colored LEDs. And they are marked. Yay! They are marked about which way to go. So we should be able to have no problem building this one. Now we have to figure out which side do we build first. That might be more difficult. Maybe this side goes first on this one. Let's see, let's zoom in on that. So we have an IC and then some passives. I know the passives will hold if we turn it upside down. Over here we have all of the LEDs, but then we have some big heavy things, a switch, and now that's through hole. No, it's not. That is not through hole. So I think we do this side first. See how that goes. Alright, so we have this side all soldered. Everything looks good. We'll flip it over and put the parts on the back side. Alright, so some of the parts are underneath. I've put some screws on it for a standoff to make sure they're floating, they don't touch anything. So when they get reflowed, they'll just kind of stick up to the top with a capillary action or surface tension. And I've loaded all of the parts on the top. You can see there's some heavy parts. There's a surface mount jack on this side, and there's a switch that's surface mount. So I want to do that last so gravity holds them in place. There's a little through hole part that I'll put on at the very end. So let's get in this in the oven, and hopefully it'll all go good. Okay, it's out of the oven, and the flip side held together. I don't see any... looks like maybe this IC slid over a little bit, but I think it's still soldered. I'll take a look at it under the microscope, but I think it's okay. And the side that we just put down looks okay. Looks like the switch is melted shut. I haven't surface mounted one of these before. It has a plastic button, and the reflow temperature has melted that plastic button. So yeah, that's not going to work. This one seems okay, but that one didn't withstand the reflow temperature. Everything else looks okay on this side. I'll take off this part, try to find a switch. I think I can use a regular switch and just bend the leads out to gull wing and then put them on the board. I think that'll work just fine. That's probably what this is. And I'll solder down the little coaxial power connector. Put that on. But everything else looks hunky-dory. Let's get it put together, and we'll see if we can get it to do something. Alright, so I have it wired up. I have audio going into it, and it is working on these two channels, but not on the last two channels. So I don't know what's going on there. I'll have to poke around. Maybe there's a broken trace or shorted wire or something going on. Maybe the IC, maybe the IC did not solder all of its pins or something. So, but we're getting a lot of I think you can see that. This isn't the best, but we are getting some. It's only four bands of spectrum, but we are getting data on these two. Let me try a different song here. Doesn't really matter. I think this one starts off slow. Yeah. So here's one with lots of bass. Assuming this is bass and this is treble. I don't know. I don't know. A little bit boring. Let's see, here's some Metallica. See how that does. I'll zoom into it. Yeah, I don't know. There's a button here that says mode, and I'm not exactly sure what mode does. Let me unplug it and plug it back in. Yeah. I don't know. Not too exciting. Maybe the levels are funny. Let's see here. Let me turn up the other. Ooh, there we go. I turned up the volume. So that's better. Yeah. So I guess it works okay. I don't like I said, I don't know what mode does. But I need to figure out why these other two channels don't work yet. But at least the LEDs the right way around this time. Yay, they do work. And flipping around the board double-sided might have worked okay, but it might have opened up a trace. I don't know. Let me look under the microscope. All right, I turned a part over, I looked at the IC. It looked like there was two pins that weren't soldered. It could be the planarity of the part. The part was just loose in the bag and it could bend those pins. So anyway, I pushed those pins down and soldered them in place, and now we have all 4 channels working. So that's good. So if you're going to build one of these, make sure that the planarity of all of the Gullwing leads are good, or just double check them once they're soldered in. Let's see here. Let me turn up the volume a bit. There we go. Get all of the channels working. All right. So I guess that's about as good as it gets. I got a bunch of light coming in through the window, but I've got the room lights off, so hopefully you can see that. There we go. I adjusted the exposure of the camera, so I think that's a better picture. We have a blue LED, green, yellow, it's actually orange. It looks orange. So blue, green, orange, and red. Looks pretty nice. It's a pretty fast update. I can hit the mode button, see if it does anything. I have no idea what the mode button does. Oh, well that changed the... I have no idea. Oh, number 2. No, I don't know what 2 is. 1. Alright, is 1 good? I don't know. I have no idea. Anyway, if you build one of these, have fun.